Hi fellow makeup fiends, and welcome to my first video in quite some time. So, quick explanation. I have been very ill. I'm still ill at the moment, but definitely feeling a lot better considering how bad I have felt. So I've definitely not just been a cold, it definitely has been the flu. First few days were probably the worst. First 5 days all I did really was sleep. I ached absolutely everywhere, just in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, headaches, earache, throat ache, and I have asthma and I had a lot of phlegm in my chest, so it was very difficult to breathe. I was sleeping sitting upside, a very bad 5 or 6 first days, and then I've been still pretty poorly since then, and as you can hear, I'm still not great now. I am going to apologise for my skin. It looks horrendous. I am very dried out because basically I haven't been moisturising, because this is going to sound totally disgusting. For about 6 days I did not wash. I basically just lay in bed. It was very very painful to move around. My joints were very painful, so it's very difficult to do things that really, I wasn't going anywhere. Nobody was seeing me but Tony and Alec, and yeah, so I didn't really make a huge effort, which sounds awful, but I basically felt just so ill and in so much pain that I just really didn't want to make an effort. I just didn't have it in me to do it. I do want to say a huge thank you to both Tony and Alec, who took such amazing care of me while I was unwell. Both of them did a fantastic job. I'm still quite phlegmy, and I've still got a bunged up sort of nose, and the symptoms are still there. They're just nowhere near as bad as they were. So I want to say sorry that I couldn't complete 13 Days of Horror. I was devastated about that. Alex stepped in on 2 occasions and did 2 amazing videos, which totally saved the day for me, and I want to thank him so much for that. He's amazing. But also I had pre-recorded the top 13 horror movies. So yeah, that was good. I was very disappointed I got 3 dislikes on my top horror movie choice, considering, I don't know. I really don't know what I want to say about that, but I was very disappointed about that, because it's like, if you disagree with somebody's opinion, then voice what you think. Don't go and don't, you know, not have the balls to say anything, basically. So yeah, I took off, I got 3 dislikes, but then I got 3 likes, and then I just basically capped it there and stopped any ratings on that video at all. I thought it was very poor. I want to thank everybody who's been so amazingly supportive of the whole series that I did. I love you all. You commented every day on everything that I uploaded. You all know who you are. I want to thank you so much. I know that quite a few of you don't even watch horror films, but you still follow the series, and that means so much to me. I do have a couple of videos that I definitely still want to do, that I didn't get done, which include a Dracula tutorial. Which is, she's a Monster High doll, so I got a wig for that. I want to do that one. Then I want to do like a gothic vampire sort of look, which is actually a wearable sort of gothic look, and then I put a wig with it. So I've got that, and then I've got my other little mini movie to make. And also how to zombify your t-shirt, which I had intended on doing, have all the tools for that, so I figured I might as well do that at some point. So I'm not guaranteeing they're going to be done in the next week, but I definitely will do them in the next couple of weeks. They're going to look a bit out of place and disjointed on my channel, so I hope you all understand and support me with that, because there's still videos that I want to do. I also had a bunch of other ideas for other things I wanted to do, which I'm actually going to save for next year now, so I thought I would do a haul. Now, some of these things I actually got before I was unwell. A couple of things I ordered online, but Alec doesn't know. Shh. Okay. And then Alec has bought me a few little bits and pieces from the Halloween sales, because I love Halloween. So yes, yeah. So it's not, you know, me saying my skin is terrible before we get going. It's not me trying to look for any sympathy or going, oh, I want a lot of comments about people saying how beautiful I am. I literally know it looks awful, because I basically, as I said, I didn't moisturise for quite a period of time, and I wasn't cleansing my skin out, and I know I wasn't wearing makeup, but it just goes to show that I haven't worn makeup for 10 days. Put a little bit on today, and it just goes to show that not wearing makeup does not necessarily clean up your skin, because I had a horrible breakout, and I've still got some of that going on. But it's starting to clear up, back into cleanse and back into obviously washing my face. As soon as I could get myself rallied round to a bit more, I definitely, you know, I got back into doing that. I mean, I'm used to having a bath every day, and for a couple of days there was just no way that that was going to happen for me. Just, you know, but after a couple of days I did start to have a nice hot bath, and that did help. And I know this little chai chat is like all over the place. I think that I've gone backwards and forwards a million times here, so I'm really sorry about that. But yes, I am here and I've got things to share with you, and I'm also going to show you a couple of empties. No, one empty, because I keep meaning to do an empties video, and the last time I was doing that I had a little stack of empty bottles in the bathroom ready. There was Soap and Glory cleanser, there was Satsuma shower gel, there was the deodorant that I currently use, there was something else, Batiste dry shampoo, and I know there was definitely, oh, and I had my Gosh primer, which I'd run out of, and number 17 face powder, and I'd like put them together. They were all empty, but I'd stood them together, and Alec had thought they were for the rubbish and he binned them. So I should try and keep them somewhere else. I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I don't really like the empty bottles around the place. I like to get rid of them, I like to recycle them and stuff, so. But I thought I'd quickly show you one empty. It's actually had a drop in for the longest of times, and I used it a couple of weeks ago, but I did keep the bottle to show you, so yeah. I love this bottle. This is JLo's Love at First Glow. I can't even smell it. So blocked up. But it's gorgeous. It's a really, really pretty smell. I don't think it's on general release all the time, but if you check Debenhams, they often bring this out the cupboard and sell it off cheaper. It's lovely. I really love it. I think it comes with some kind of a bracelet on it or something. I can't really remember, but I know I took that off. But I did have another bottle, actually. Oh, there it is, yeah. It's like a little phone charm. JLo. So I did have one of those basically around 4 or 5 months ago. I was in Debenhams and they were having a sale, and that was one of the perfumes they had out. They had that one and Miami Glow, and both of those were only out for a short period of time, and I love them both. They're my favourite JLo fragrances. So I basically picked one box of each. I think that Love at First Glow was £8, and I think Miami Glow was £10 or £11. And it's a huge bargain because it's a good sized bottle, and yeah, this is just one of my favourite smells. Very much takes me back to my early days with Alec when we used to go dancing, and I used to wear this and he always used to comment when I wore this fragrance, so yeah. So that is that, and that one is finished, and if I could get the top off, which you can't, I probably would have filled that up with something else, but you can't, so in the bin. So we'll crack on with some things that I've got. I'm going to start with some clothing things. I don't think I showed you this. This is my Lady Gaga tour t-shirt. If I did show you, I'm sorry. This is the Born This Way ball. And this is the image. So cute. Little cartoon Gaga. And it says, "I'm gonna marry the night" on it. And I just absolutely love that. I loved it because it's so different. I like it that it's a cartoon. Look really great with colourful jeans and things. So Tony got this top as well. I had to get it in a I think I had to get it in a large. It was like really sold out. Went to every single stand in the little stadium area and it was sold out, but I was really, really pleased to get that. So yes, my Gaga t-shirt. And then I've got some things. Now, these were for Halloween. We weren't doing anything at work for Halloween, but I still got myself a few little bits and pieces to wear on the day. Alec actually got me the t-shirt. The t-shirt is from Topshop, and it was £18, which is expensive for a t-shirt, but it's a very thick material. And it says horror on it, which we thought was great. I was going to wear that in some of my videos for the last few days of the 13 Days of Horror, because I thought it was quite appropriate really. It's got kind of turned up sort of sleeves, so it's like a man's sort of fit t-shirt, but then it's turned up. Like I say, it's really super thick. It's just a lovely t-shirt, so I'll definitely be wearing that at some point anyway. But yes, Alec got me that. And to go with it, I got a lovely long line pencil skirt. This is from Internacionale, and it was £9.99, and it's basically just a straight pencil skirt, and it's got skulls all over it, and it cuts down basically sort of early years Madonna length. That's what I like to call it. It's like below the knee, but it's not just below the knee, it's about 3 or 4 inches below the knee. So I really liked it. I wouldn't normally wear that length, but I really liked it on. I thought it looked great with a horror t-shirt. And then I've wanted one of these for the longest time, which is just a little denim waistcoat. I've got like a waistcoat, but it's waistcoat shaped, whereas this one is more like it's a denim jacket with no sleeves on it. and it's really, really nice and flattering on. It's kind of frayed around the edges. This was originally £30, I think, and it was down to £15 in the sale, so I treated myself to that. Sorry. Okay, a couple of weeks ago I got something. Now this is actually from KFC. You're gonna laugh, well you might laugh, but I actually think it's quite useful. They're doing a dessert and I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like a ball, cream ball or something like that. But it came in this container and it's plastic and it's kind of got this shape here and then it's got your hole here, and I just bought my little Benefit minis in there. I think it's really cute. I love these little Benefit minis. It's really useful to have on the desk and you can just pick out whatever mini you want. I'm just gonna, sorry, I'm just tidying as I go, you know what I'm like. Yeah, so I got that from a charity shop. I got this. This was £1. And yeah, it looks quite random and totally mad. But yeah, it's just a girl sitting on steps with a, she's got a bag with a Union Jack on, and then it's got the London background there with Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. So yeah, I think that's really nice. I got that just to put my jewellery down on a night, just so I know where it is. It's got this indentation that I assume was for a cup at some point. Great to just like put little earrings and stuff there, like little studs that you don't want other jewellery to move around. You can put them in the little indentation here. I thought it was nice and colourful, so I picked that up. It was only £1 at a charity shop. Sorry, I just wanted to grab a couple of things and bring them over here. Also from the charity shop I picked up this, which is just a ceramic sort of dish. And it's just a cream colour and it's perfect for putting my Urban Decay palettes in. It just means that you can stand them on the desk and they're not like falling over, because I was having the problem where they're stood on their end. Like if you just catch one of them, they all just fall off, and I didn't want to have any damage to the shadows. So I got that, and it just keeps them all standing in there and it stops things from falling over, which is really useful. So I got that, and that was £1 in a charity shop as well. And that was the week before I became ill, so I got that. I got two things from Superdrug. I got the new Max Factor foundation that everybody is talking about and saying how wonderful it is. This is the Face Affinity All Day Flawless 3-in-1 primer, concealer and foundation with an SPF of 20 in light ivory. It's so cold in here, you can see my breath. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, it seems very nice. I've tested it on my hand. Seems like a lovely colour match. It's quite thick. Good to see. It blends out quite nicely. And like I said, it feels quite a nice thick sort of consistency. It feels like it would have good coverage. So yes, I'm excited to start using that and giving that a go. I like to try new foundations. I don't generally get loads of them because I tend to have my favourites that I stick to. But there's a lot of hype about that particular foundation here on YouTube. A lot of people were talking about it. Kelly from the Fairy Kelly mentioned how great it was. I thought, right, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. So it was £8 or £9 at Superdrug, which is really good because I think it's about £12 at Boots. So if you're thinking about looking into that, it's probably a good place to maybe take a look. Plus I think they've got 3 for £2 on at the moment. I don't know whether it's gone back up in price though. The other thing I got was from MUA. This is the Nail Constellations, and this one is Libra. And this is the one that's pretty difficult to find, I think. This is the black with the green in. They didn't have it in stock, and then luckily I went in and the girl was literally just putting the stuff out. So I was very excited to see it finally on the shelves, and I picked it up straight away. I think that was £3. They're just basically the caviar bead manicure. So I'm excited to give that a go. So that was it from Superdrug. I don't know if I showed you this. I know that Pixie Woo once used this in a tutorial, a makeup tutorial, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. It's no way that it was worth what it was. I think it was £15 originally. Then it went down to £7.50, and I think we got this for around 350, 375. And you just basically put it over your ear. Like that. And it just looks quite interesting in your hair, and I just thought with my hair being the colour it was, I wouldn't wear it on that side, I'd actually wear it on the other, because when I put my hair up, you know, I usually sort of put it up over to one side. I put it on this ear. So yeah, I thought it was really nice. I wouldn't normally go for gold jewellery, but I like that it was leaves, and I just like the contrast of my hair. So got that. Alec actually got me that. Can't remember if I showed you it. If I did, again, sorry, apologies. Then I got a bunch of Halloween stuff. I'll show you the two things that I got. I got these from B&M for 99p. Beware and boo. I love signs of words on. I've got loads of them around the house now. So when Alex saw them, he was like, you're so going to get those. I know you're going to go and get those. I know you won't be able to resist. And I haven't actually taken these down, and I won't be taking them down, and everybody's going to think I'm totally insane. But I love horror films and Halloween and things like that, but horror films mainly for me. So I like the concept of having these in my room on my bookshelf, so boo and beware. And I've got spooky as well, which I had already showed you. So those will definitely be staying up. And then Alec got me some things in the Halloween sales last week. So now a couple of these things are things that I already had my eye on, and I'd had my eye on for some time. Excuse me. And yeah, I'd seen them, and I'd said, oh, when that goes down in price, I definitely want to get my hands on that. And he was like, yeah, okay, so we'll look when these go down in the sale. And he went the other day, and things were in the sale. So I'll show you some things from Asda first. We got a plate and a bowl for Tony, which is black with skulls all over, for dinner, which is not here. It's downstairs, but it's not greatly interesting. We got that, and we got these. Now, these are little shot glasses. And these were 50p, I think, for 4. Now you're thinking, why would you want shot glasses? So that's what they are. They're just skulls, and these are just perfect for nail art, which is going to also, again, sound crazy. But I like to have sort of nail polish remover out, and rather than put it in the lid of the nail polish bottle and be worrying about knocking the nail polish bottle over the nail polish remover, I thought I'd put the nail polish remover in there, and then when I'm doing my clean-ups and tidy-ups, I can use these, which are my Johnson's Cotton Buds, and they sit in there, so you don't have to have somewhere for them to lie on or stand on. You can literally just pop them in your pot, and then you can just squeeze the excess off on the sides and use them as you need to, and I thought that was perfect. It's also great if I'm using pigments or any kind of loose eyeshadows, because they've got a lot of fallout. So it's good to have water around, so it's great to put some water in there and not need very much in there. And I just thought these would be really great just to have around, just to do odd little makeup sort of jobs like that and nail jobs. So for 50p I thought that was pretty good. And then the last thing that he got me was something I had my eye on, and you're probably going to think I'm totally crazy, but I think this is something iconic with horror. It definitely makes me think of The Stand more than anything, which is Stephen King, but also in a lot of horror movies you will see the classic black bird. Now, I don't like stuffed animals at all, let me just make that very clear. I think it's horrible, I don't like them. But I think that I'm very much an animal lover, and I'd rather have a live animal than a dead one. So there's nothing against you if you do have stuffed animals. It's just, it's not my taste. However, this is an iconic horror sort of image, which is the black bird. And I really liked it, and I thought it was very unusual sort of decoration. I like that her actual tail and wings are just kind of shaggy, very cut out pieces of felt. And she's on a piece of black rubber. But that's her, and we've called her Rosie, and I really like it. It's really soft, and yeah, I like it. I think it's a really unusual horror decoration, Halloween decoration. So, oh, off the topic of horror and Halloween, I will be doing uploading some wedding videos. I've got some footage of the day. I also want to do a chatty video and show you my dress and veil in closer detail, and then there's also a photo video to put up as well. But Alec did get me this. He gave it to me the day we got married. Look at the little arms around each other at the back. This is Mr. and Mrs. Boofle. I am absolutely obsessed with Boofle. I love Boofle. He got me Boofle for my birthday. You would have seen that in my last birthday haul. Yeah, so I absolutely love Boofle, and this is Mr. and Mrs. It's so cute. So I keep them over there. I'm gonna wreck the place. Right, so I don't know what that was. Okay, so going back to Halloween stuff. Then Alec went to Sainsbury's and he knew that I wanted this tree. This was £5, totally not worth £5, and it was down to £1.50. It's basically just a wood sprayed purple, and it's got the iconic blackbirds there, and at the bottom it's got the web, and it was down to £1.50. And basically it's just got this piece of wood that you slot in, and then you can stand it. I got two of these. I've got one in the bedroom, and then I've got one to put out on display. The one in the bedroom will probably stay up all year round. Yes, again, I am a strange person. I like things like this, but the basis of it is I absolutely love trees. Sainsbury's did these at Easter, and I got one of those when they reduced them as well, and I just love trees. I love drawing them. I'm obsessed with drawing trees, so I just fell in love with that. So this one's actually getting put away for next year with the other decorations, but I think that £1.50 is great value for that. Another thing that he got me, and I'll have to get some footage of Millie with this because Millie hates it. She's really terrified of it. And it's Kruger. And he's very soft, and he's a lovely aqua colour, which is my favourite colour. He's got 3 eyes, as you do, and he's got a lovely little tail. And he's basically, he moves. And he shakes. And he spins round and round when he's on a flat surface. I just really like him. I think he's really sweet and really cute, and just something different for Halloween. Instead of your standard ghosts and your little vampires that sing and your devils and stuff, I just thought he was something really quite different. So, and we've decided to call him Kruger because I love Freddy Krueger. And I don't know if anybody saw Come Dine With Me this week. There were some horrendous people in it, to be fair. I was like, oh no. But Robert England was in it, and he was amazing. I was like, all the way through, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I want him to come to dinner here. And he was doing the Freddy voice and running around like Freddy, and it was amazing. So yes. The next thing, I'll turn the light on in a minute and show you, but this is pumpkin. We do have a little bit of a strange thing for naming things in this house. I don't know why. Again, we're strange, but you should know that by now. But this is Laurie, and the reason it's Laurie is because of Halloween. Now, I love it, and Alec he brought it home, and I was like, it's like the pumpkin from Halloween, and he was like, yeah, it is Halloween, and it is a pumpkin, because he's so cheeky to me sometimes. But what I meant is, it's like the John Carpenter Halloween pumpkin. Which totally appeals to me. I do have a pumpkin in my room, which is like solid, and it's got a light inside it that flickers on and off like a candle. This is something very different to that, because this is see-through. I don't like the little switch that you turn it on with. Alec had to get this on for me the other day. Right, and I'm going to turn this light off and see if it helps. Ooh. So there it is. I really like it. You like it? No. Millie doesn't mind that. It's Kruger you don't like, isn't it? So, yeah. So that is the pumpkin. And as much as I'll probably want to keep that out, we'll actually put that away. It's definitely not something you can have out all year round. Saying that, the other pumpkin is out all year round. It stands on a shelf all year. Yeah, I don't know, I'm different to everybody else. I don't really care. I've got a beautiful, beautiful Christmas ornament that is actually out all year, and it's just a cross, and it's just covered in tiny little crystallised beads, and it actually hangs on a door. So yeah, I don't tend to think, oh, this is meant for that time of year, I can only put it out then. If I really love something and I think it's pretty and I really enjoy looking at it, then I don't think, oh, I can only have this out for 2 weeks of the year. I have it out all the time, because that's just me, and this is my house, and that's the rules in this house. So yes, I really love this. And that was down from, this was originally £7.50 and it was £2. I didn't tell you the bargain with Rosie. She was originally £5. I didn't think worth that at all. Then it was down to £2.50 and it's got a bit of damage on its face, so it's down to £1.80. So that's cool. And Kruger was £3. So I'll put all my... Oh, right. Lorry's not going to fit. Yes, so... And I don't know if I showed you this. That's Frankie. I can't remember where he's from, but I love him. So... He was £1. Alright, so moving on. I haven't got much left to show you now. In fact, I've got one thing and then I've got a couple of MAC things. And I'm actually just going to put the MAC things into a haul, a joint haul. So, this I got off eBay. Oh, actually I do have two things. I got this off eBay and it's another Stargazer palette. I did get two of these. I don't like these stickers on them. I got this one for £2, which is an insane price, considering they're selling this to people for £23 on their site. This is the wet cover palette. So the colours are a little unusual, but they're basically sort of face paints to be used with a wet sponge. So I think they are anyway. But they're okay for £2. And from the same company, I got this one. This is the Vivid Eye Colour palette. And I just had to have this. I just absolutely love the colours. And I don't think they're going to come up quite as neon on camera. But these are literally totally bright neon colours. Like when you see the signs in shops and things and that super, super bright neon, that is what those colours are like. The yellow is totally unjustified. It's like the colour of people's fluorescent coats. Yeah, so I love the colours in this palette. I think they're really pretty. And even the non-neon colours are just so gorgeous. Sorry that cut out on me there. Yeah, so these are very beautiful, bright colours. I can't wait to start using them. I think the size of them is totally fantastic. They're absolutely huge in the palette. And they're really pigmented. That is the purple. It's just so beautiful. And of course I've just wanted a red for the longest time. And yeah, look at, see, I've just swatched that on my hand. How amazing is that colour? I just totally in awe of these colours. So that's the blue. So yeah, that is the Stargazer palette. It was, as I was saying, it was £13 on eBay and they're £23 on Stargazers on site. So if you want to save yourself some money, definitely get on over to eBay because you can pick them up an absolutely massive amount cheaper. They did used to sell Stargazer in New Look, but I don't think they do anymore because I know that my son on New Look didn't have any. But I don't know if that's because they've changed the store around lately and maybe they are going to put it back in there. But yeah, so I was excited to get neon colours and I've actually seen a look that I want to try. So I'm going to get some pictures of that look and show you what it's like. I'm actually going to do it in a more wearable version though, because it's quite out there. And I'm going to make it more wearable. I might do it both ways, maybe, we'll see. And then the last thing is Urban Decay. I got this off eBay. I'm pretty happy with it. One thing not so happy about, but it is the Book of Shadows one. It's in beautiful condition. The mirror is perfect and inside is lovely, and then the colours are lovely. And it's got a couple of brushes and a primer. The primer's... No, I'm not going to use the primer, to be honest. There's no way of guaranteeing the sanitariness of that. And the brushes are just the really cheap ones that Urban Decay used to do. I might keep those. But the palette itself had barely been used. As you can see, I think this one has a little use. Everything else is as brand new. I've actually cleaned all the shadows off with Johnson's. Yet again, the cotton bud, fabulous for everything. I've cleaned off the surface of absolutely every shadow, even though I could see they hadn't been used. It has been in somebody else's property, so I did want to clean it. The only thing is that this one is more used than they said it was. They said they'd used it once or twice, but it's got quite a dent in it there. I'd say there's around 30% of that shadow gone, so they've used it a lot more than they said. So that's a bad thing about eBay sometimes, but I did get it relatively cheap. I think it was about 20, so And yeah, I like the Urban Decay palettes. I didn't have this one. I've become a bit of a collector of them, to be honest, and I'm desperately after the Alice palette. But yes, love those. And that's it. So that is the end of today's little haul. I hope you've enjoyed it, and there will be a MAC haul coming up next, just a few things, not very much. Got a couple of things from the winter collection, but again I didn't get much from that collection. But there is possibly another 2 things that I want from there, but couldn't really afford it because I started to do Christmas shopping, so just picked up a couple of things, so that'll be the next video up. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I've been doing a lot of sniffing and coughing a little bit. I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely starting to feel a lot better, and I wanted to get on and do a video because you've been incredibly supportive, and I've had lovely messages and private messages from people, messages on Facebook, and it's meant a lot to have people's support and people just being great. I think that at times like this it really shows you who your friends are, I guess, because I've had so many people private messaging me and asking me if I'm okay, and even just comments on videos means such a lot to me. Just that people are saying get well soon and things like that. It just means a lot that people are thinking about you. I do worry when I'm not posting regularly that people will go, oh, I'm just going to unsubscribe, so I know that's completely stupid to worry about that, but yeah. So that's it for now. I'm gonna go, and I'll love you all and leave you and see you all soon. Bye. Okay, so I know I look different. This is actually the next day, which is today, which is the day I'm uploading this. I did forget to add on a couple of things. The first thing is this maxi skirt from New Look. It's a maxi skirt, so it's just long and straight. It's got these sort of little pockets on the front, and it's this beautiful teal colour. It's not coming up quite right on the camera there because it is absolutely gorgeous, but the light's gone a little bit strange out there. Hope that doesn't mean there's a storm on the way, because it's November the 5th, so we're going to a firework display tonight. We're going somewhere where I can actually sit in the car because it's really cold and I don't want to go out in the cold because I'm still quite poorly. Anyway, this was 15 and it's down to 9. So that was that, and Alec got me that. Some of these things are from a couple of weeks ago, and this is from Primark. This was £6. And I love this. I think this is amazing, and it's got studs on it, which are not little flat things, they're proper heavy studs. And then it's got a studded cross on the front. It's really heavy, and then it's slightly longer at the back, but it's just a vest. And I absolutely love it. And I even like the tag in it. The tag's got a cross on it too. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So those are the few things that I did forget to mention.